The more things change, the more they stay the same. Boundaries shift, new players step in, but power always finds a place to rest its head. History is written by the victor, and here I am thinking we'd won. But when you bring down one enemy, they find someone worse to replace it. Locations change the objective, the rationale. Yesterday's enemies are today's recruits.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the late 1780s, it was the rule of King Louis. In his time, France was divided into two classes. For one, France was a piece of heaven. They ate their food in silver plates, with spoons made of gold, lived in manors and chateaus. These people were even allowed to tax normal people, and legally there were 10 murders allowed for them.
On the other hand, the second class didn't even have the basic necessities of life. They didn't have food to eat, clean water to drink, clothes to shed themselves, and no shelter to cover themselves from the scorching heat and the blistering cold. They were jobless, victims of the elite. They were deprived of justice, and they were deprived of the very basic human rights.
Eventually and inevitably, famine was imminent. People gathered round the royal palace and cried out, "Bread, bread, bread." This was the same day on which the newly wedded bride of the king said, "If they don't have bread, then ask them to have cake." The lower class cried, and to their surprise, the elite laughed at their plight. Let me tell you one more important factor, that time bribery was legalized in France. They did not even bury the dead without a suitable bribe.
In these conditions, on the 14th of July, 1789, a small fraction of people raised and they picked up sticks and marched towards Paris. The monarchy declared them as rebels and ordered the army to execute them on sight. But before they could do anything, this small fraction became a huge angry mob. They reached Paris in 1 month and wreaked havoc. They built guillotines and then beheaded everyone who shaved every day, who had 3 meals a day, who had light at night, and whoever had more than one pair of clothes.
History calls this bloodbath as the French Revolution. In this revolution, the deprived classes of France murdered all the ministers, advisors, traders, messengers, landlords, and businessmen of the elite class. The mob attacked the Chateau de Versailles. They dragged the king on the street and in front of hundreds of people hanged him, whereas his queen was put into solitary confinement. Without sunlight and only a bread to eat and urine to drink, she died within a month. This revolution prevailed until 1792 and was the final year of the French monarchy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we often ask ourselves, who are the extremists of Fatah? Who is challenging the government in the tribal areas? Who is dominant in Sawat? We, the people, the government, the media and the international forces call them the Taliban, the Jundullah. But I beg to differ from this point of view, because I think this has nothing to do with the religion. This is that deprived class of Pakistan that has over the past 60 years been deprived of their rights of education, employment and health, who have yet to receive the equality that we Pakistanis share and whom we have never loved.
These people of Pakistan are those who covered themselves with the title of the Taliban, Jundullah, or more simple terrorists, and with a vengeance in mind have started to take revenge for the injustice they have faced for 60 years. If you look more carefully, you will realize that their leaders are everyday workers comprising of bus drivers, milkmans, masons and hawkers.
If you look more carefully, who are these people who, from Balochistan, Sindh, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Punjab, who are joining? They are those who are the deprived when the elite laughed at their plight.
And with that vengeance in mind, they are spreading with such speed that Maulana Fazlur Rahman said that the time is not far when Islamabad will be in their fists. They are not the Taliban or the terrorists. They are the people who fought in the French Revolution. And when we give them names, we are falling into a self-realizational trap.
तो मैं आपको ऐसा एक केस दिखाऊंगा कि ऐसे भी पार्लियामेंटेरियंस हैं जो डिग्री आप बात कर रहे हैं, मैट्रिक एफए बीए पे रो रहे हैं, जो अपनी माँ बदल लेते हैं डिफरेंट नेशनैलिटी के लिए। और कौन है वो खुशनसीब जिसको पासपोर्ट मिला अपनी माँ का नाम बदलने से? आई टेल यू आफ्टर द ब्रेक, टेक ब्रेक।
तुसी पहले अपना एजेंडा दसो ना।
How will prosperity come in Pakistan?
We shall try in and efforts in full consensus and we should
आप भैया अंग्रेजी बहुत अच्छी बोलते हो।
achieve target. I think Pakistan always try to
अरे वाह 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 कमाल कर दिया।
try to friendship with India. I think Pakistan sorry.
How will come prosperity in Pakistan? What do you think?
जस्ट वेट, इंग्लिश में करेंगे उर्दू में? इंग्लिश में नहीं, सॉरी, वो होगी।
हैरान कर दिया आपने तो।
आप मुझे फिक्रा बता दें, मैं आपको।
नहीं, आप 2 मिनट का नहीं बोल सकते, कोई बात नहीं, इसी फिर किसी और का कर लेंगे आप।
हाँ कर ले, तुम्हें करना है तो कर लें, फिर राजे रियाज की तरह आप चलाएंगे।
How will come the prosperity in Pakistan?
प्रॉस्पेरिटी, अब पहले आप मुझे बता दें कि आपने और क्या क्या
ये सिर्फ ये सेगमेंट है, बस छोटा सा है। How will come the prosperity in Pakistan?
all the parties should work together and they should all they should
तो इंग्लिश में जरा
नहीं, इंग्लिश में अगर ना करना चाहूँ तो
नहीं, सेगमेंट थोड़ा सा इंग्लिश में ना, 1 मिनट के लिए, 1 मिनट का सेगमेंट।
मैं ना देना चाहूँ तो वैसे मैं वैसे बोल भी सकता हूँ, ब्रिटिश नेशनल मुझे आती भी है।
कुछ तो बोलो, खफा क्यों हो गए?
और अपने मुल्क में जब होगा तो मैं अपनी जबान में दूंगा। हाँ,
थोड़ा सा काइंडली जरा।
नहीं, अगर ना दूं तो आप क्या करेंगे? नहीं, अगर ना दूं तो आप क्या शो क्या करना चाहते हैं?
How will come prosperity in Pakistan? Or what's your suggestion about it?
इंग्लिश चैनल है आपका? आपका इंग्लिश चैनल है? अच्छा,
प्रोग्राम सिर्फ एक
मेशी इंग्लिश में जवाब दीजिएगा। आती नहीं, कोई बात नहीं।
ये हम लोग अपने मुल्क की बेहतरी के लिए हर रोज नए इकदाम कर रहे हैं।
इंग्लिश में आप बात कर सकती हैं, 2 लाइनें सिर्फ अगर कर सकते।
नहीं, आप उर्दू में ही कर रहे हैं।
What's fact on our integrity by a drone attacks of Americans? What your suggestion about it?
We should careful our children's, youngers, because everybody can mistake them. अंग्रेजी कमाल की बोलती है मिश। नो मतलब है no one can mistake them.
How will come the prosperity in Pakistan?
I think so. Prosperity will come in Pakistan when we will is a big mark of the you can say honesty of India.
यहाँ भी होगा वहाँ भी होगा, अब तो सारे जहाँ में होगा क्या मेरा ही जलवा, मेरा ही जलवा। 1, 2, 3, 4
These elected members may come to the assembly hall unprepared for speeches and unaware of statistics, but they are sure aware of what to wear for the session. And they shine from head to foot with branded clothes and pricey accessories. These MPAs are familiar with all the designer labels as they strut into the assembly hall without caring about the cost of their purchases.
Armani, Gucci, H, very शलवार कमीज तो लोकली टेलर्ड होते हैं, बट जो सूट्स हैं वो ब्रांडेड होते हैं जी।
While some stick to the classic trends, others strive to create their own fashion statement.
1, 2, 3, 4 मुझे वो ब्रांड श्रैंड का नहीं है. मैं तो ये चाहता हूँ कि जो मैं पहनता हूँ मुझे देख के लोग मेरी नकल करें.
As for the women MPAs, there is no compromise on style. Although they speak of the common man's anguish, they are not shy when boasting about their expensive clothing.
ये जो मेरा ड्रेस है ये 15,000 तक बना होगा. जो हमारे जरा थोड़े से डिफरेंट सूट्स होते हैं वो आ जाते हैं 5 to 10,000 के इन बिटवीन.
And the matching accessories, from bags to jewelry and shades to shoes, are all branded and have been usually purchased abroad.
कभी मुल्क के बाहर से अगर इत्तेफाक हो कहीं जाने का तो एक्सेसरीज मेरी टॉप ऑफ द लिस्ट होती हैं.
While some spend fortunes to dress themselves up, there are those who act more smartly.
शूज जो हैं ये भी मैं गया था इंग्लैंड तो मुझे वहाँ से गिफ्ट में मिले थे और ये जो मैंने बाकी कपड़े पहने हुए में से आधे जो है ना वो तो इसी तरह से दोस्तों ने जो है वो गिफ्ट किए हुए हैं.
Apart from clothes, these MPAs are also concerned about what they will ride on to get to the assembly hall. These public representatives may try to sympathize with the masses, but